Hello and welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. In the last tutorial we went over basically setting up the ship all ready for scanning. If you've got that far, then we will proceed on to this tutorial, which is basically undocking, warping to a planet, scanning and hopefully finding something. Okay, so what I want you to do is head over to the left bar and down to Undock. If you click on Undock and wait for yourself to undock. There we go, successfully undocked, I hope. There we go. So once you've actually successfully undocked, find a clear bit of space and right click on it. Go to planet and click on any planet you want and warp to within 0m of it. There we go. And you should line up to the planet and hopefully warp to it. Okay, so by now you should have successfully warped to the planet and be ready to launch your probes. To do so, go down here to the circle here with the probe in it and click it. Every time you click it, it will do 360 degrees and pop out one of these scan probes. Do that for every probe you have. Like so, and there we go, that's the sixth one out. Now what we're going to do is right click and clear space again, go to planets and warp to a completely different planet. I will explain why I do this when we arrive at the planet. Another thing is you may not be able to actually use 6 probes. You may have to do a little bit more skill training to get so, but 5 probes will do just fine. Okay, now that you have arrived at the planet, the alternate planet, the reason why I do this is because you can't actually cloak yourself while you're close to your probes. So the first thing I want you to do obviously is click on the sensor booster and then click on your cloaker. Now come down to the scanner and click on it, which will bring up a little box like this, and then come over to the top right hand corner of it where it says map and click on it. This will open up the solar system that you're in. At the moment obviously I'm in whack straight in the middle of it, which is good. The controls for this system is left click and drag for up, down, left and right. Right click and drag will basically move it side to side, up and down. And obviously the mouse wheel moves you in and out. Okay, so what I first want you to do is click on the bottom one, then hold shift and click on the top one. Once you've done this, they will be highlighted, you'll be fine. Now what I want you to do is zoom in a little bit and highlight one of the things below and hold shift. The reason you hold shift is that if you do this without holding shift, you'll move the probes separately, which you don't want to do at the moment. Okay, so once you've had them centralized in the middle of the actual solar system, right click, let's go scan range, and obviously it should be on 32 AU, which mine is already set on, which is good. Go up to analyze and click it. What will happen now is your probes will actually warp to the locations you've set them at and then start scanning. With any luck you should actually find something. There we go. Luckily I found a 100% signal strength, so if I cannot actually scan this one down here, I can show you this one here. So what I want you to do first, if you scan down 100%, right click on it and press bookmark and simply name it as scan 1. Save it. So that's bookmark for later, so if you lose it, you have it, so it's all good. So left click on that and you'll see it's got a red circle around it on this one, or it may be a little red dot depending on the circumstances. So what I want you to do now is right click on here, scan range 16 AU. That's perfect, basically fits around it perfectly. So now if you come down here, without holding shift, just drag each one out separately to the edge of the red, as so. If you have 5, then you'll only be able to do the 4 points around the middle one. If you have 6, you'll be able to drag one down to make kind of like a 3D environment, you could say. If you have 7, simply drag one up. This adds more kind of in-depth, so it's all good. Now what we're going to do once you've done that is go to the Analyze and click it again. They'll warp to where they want to go, and then scan. Wait for that to finish scanning. There we go. So I found a couple more, and plus we still have this one here. So choose which one you want to go to. As you see, it's gone to the little red dot. So now what you want to do is line them up, so all probes are like this. Wait for the whole thing to turn blue, hold shift and drag it to the middle like that. Go up, drag it to the middle. Now what I'm going to do is go a step down, so scan range 18. Oops, there we go. And simply drag it to the edge, so basically this bit of the circle is touching each other. There we go. There we go. Down. And there we go. Obviously this will get easier as you do it more often. And analyze. There we go. So it's warping, scanning, about 8 seconds and it'll be done. There we go. So we've got 11.75%, so it's not too bad. But we'll carry on and see what we get. So simply drag it to the middle again. Up, drag it to the middle so it's perfectly central, well, more or less. Right click, scan range 4. So repeat, drag in, drag that one in, and that one, and obviously the bottom one if you have it. Analyze. Wait for it to warp. Wait for it to scan. 5 seconds. Voila. There we go. So 24.92%. Not too bad. Drag it all down by holding shift again. There we go. Obviously right click, scan range 2. Or you can skip, go to 5 point something. As long as it's in the middle of it, it doesn't really matter. You can do it properly by literally doing it all. But obviously I will run out of time on this video if I don't skip. But it is better to actually scan down bit by bit. There we go. So move everything up into the position you want it to go. There we go. That I'll do pretty much nicely. Just move it into the middle again. There we go. Analyze. I may not find anything, but I may find something. I may lose it completely because I've just basically skipped. But we'll see. Nope, so I've still got that one there, which is 47.03. Obviously I'm on my last one now, so I may not actually find this. So put that in the middle, right click, scan 0.25, and obviously it's still not in there, so you should really go back to the low one, but I'm just going to try it this way and see if I can find anything. There we go. Analyze. I might lose it, I might find it, you never know. Alright, so I got 72.55. I probably would have got higher or 100% if I didn't skip the last two like I did. Because of obviously time, I had to. But you get the drift on how to find it. So we'll pretend we found this one here after we did that. So what you want to do now is go up to here, across these things here. You've got reconnect to lost probe or recover active probes. Click recover active probes. They will all warp into your cargo bay. So now what we're going to do is, if you found a new one, right click on it, but mark it like we did to the last one. Once you've done that, close them all down. And there we go. Unclick your ship, right click, yep, go station and dock. What you want to do is open your cargo bay 2, right click on it and stack all, drag them into there to load the ammo back in, ready for next time. And that's pretty much the end of this tutorial. If you've enjoyed it, please like it, and I will carry on making them. Thank you and goodbye.